your podcast.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to NS9 NFT. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo from the North Shore 9. With me, we have our co-host, Jim from Northside Notch, and special guest on our very first show, Tong from Trash Cats. What is up, my guys?
What's going on? What's going on? Good to be here.
Happy Monday night.
Happy Monday night. Candy Digital Release Day.
Let's go. I was excited all day. I couldn't wait for 2 p.m. today. And then I couldn't wait for this show. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't wait till noon as of yesterday, and then it got changed at 2, which those 2 hours, man, killed me. But yeah, and like you said, once it happened, I'm like, all right, can we move the show up to like 5? Because I don't want to wait too long to open these.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like staring at them all afternoon. I was just like, oh, these packs look so good.
Yeah, I was staring at my one singular pack.
I'm so sorry, Tom.
It's all right.
We have some good news and we
Tomorrow,
have some
better.
not as favorable news.
Can't win them all.
But you did get 8-pack. You did get 8-pack.
Yeah, I did. I didn't strike out altogether, but
Yeah, that's a
There
win.
you go. You got a bunt single.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see what I pull. If I pull something garbage, it's gonna be upsetting.
Hey, it could be there's a legendary in that pack. Legendary Mike Trout sitting in there.
There you go.
Could you imagine you got 1 pack and that's what it was?
Just pull the rarest card, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? We know it's not Shohei Ohtani because that was pulled today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Are there 1-of-1s? Are the legendaries 1-of-1s?
They
The
are.
legendary are 1-of-1s, yeah.
Nice.
Like imagine that.
Yeah, that's gonna be worth a little bit once the market opens.
Like it's just weird about those because like you just can't gauge like what's the market value on that. There's nothing else to price it to.
Yeah, it's whatever you just kind of price it high and hope somebody pays for it.
List it for $1 million and find out what you can get, right?
We'll see. Like, I wonder if they're gonna have. I mean, the good marketplaces have like an offer system or an auction system or something like that.
Mhm.
So hopefully they have that by the time it rolls out.
Right. Well, I figured before we get into all the talk about this is our very first show. We have obviously, we're probably going to be some people that really know about NFTs on here, right? Digital space, and some people that probably are tuning in because they have no idea what it is. As my poll suggested from the North Shore 9, have you purchased an NFT? And 94% said no. So I'm assuming there's probably a lot of people have no idea what an NFT even is, or they've heard about it and haven't really invested into it. So again, we'll kind of talk about an NFT, what NFTs are. Tong, you're the most knowledgeable. One of the reasons why I have you on as a guest, I'm just using your knowledge, really. Show's over, you're done, never come back again. But why don't you actually kick it off for us? Because I'm going to be honest, you are really the reason I even know about NFTs. So there's a nice little circle here.
Right.
You and ends with Jim.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just start off by explaining what an NFT is. And basically, the most simple, basic definition of an NFT is a digital asset, right? That's NFT stands for non-fungible token. So basically, you have tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, which are currency, and they're fungible because one Bitcoin is no different from another Bitcoin, right? They're all the same. Non-fungible means everything's unique. There's no two of the same thing. So basically, right now, how NFTs are being used as they're being used as mostly as collectibles, right? So you have your sports NFTs, and then your other NFTs, which are like, you know, profile pics, stuff like that. And that's what the baseline of an NFT is right now. And why the purpose of that, why it's so appealing, is because it's digital and on the blockchain. Ownership is verifiable on the blockchain. You know, there's no tangible asset, but you know, if you want to see who owns a certain thing, you can go online and look. And also, there's, you know, while it's good for sports collectibles, is because, you know, you have, when you have cards, they can get damaged. Counterfeiting is a huge problem in the sports collectible market, and with NFTs, there's none of that because it's digital, so there's really no counterfeiting. And ownership, when you sell it, it transfers from one person to another on the blockchain, so it's automatic. There's a market for it. You know, with sports collectibles, you got to get stuff graded. You got to find a market for it. You got to find somebody to sell it. And it's a whole convoluted process, right? And NFTs kind of makes it simple, makes it streamlined to where, you know, you go online and you click a button and this thing is yours and it belongs to you now. Whereas physical collectibles, it's, you know, there's a whole process to it. And it's I don't know, to me, it's the future of collecting. To start out with, like, NFTs can really be anything and everything. People are using it for fundraising. People are using it to start companies now, you know, launching NFT tokens to basically crowdsource a company, like gaming companies, stuff like that. But that's like kind of like the basic definition of an NFT.
Yeah. And what I'll say, so what's nice about this, so you obviously pioneering the NFT space, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you're in all the top dogs, Tong. You're a whale among the whales.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Oh, come on, don't be modest. Don't be modest. No, but you really into that. And what's funny and kind of nice too is Jim brings all the knowledge, because you're talking about like the actual sports collectibles, and Jim's been into collecting sports memorabilia and cards and such for years. So it's funny because I picked both of your knowledge. And like, again, like I'm kind of like the middle person. Like I'm using Jim's information, I'm using Tong information and get my stuff here. But you know, like Jim, maybe you can kind of chime in. And because with you being in the sports collectibles, like how do you find the NFT space to be different, but maybe the same?
Yeah, so there's definitely some parallels between the two, but then there's also some differences, right? Tong mentioned really some of the differences, right? But some of the similarities that I've noticed are, you know, it's a collectible, right? So that's kind of what has interested me into the sports NFT community here is, you know, I've got all these sports cards in my house, and I mean, if you could see just the room I'm in, like there's thousands of them in the room that I'm in, right? They're taking up all this space. The cool thing about NFTs, they don't take up any space, right? So that's a positive. Tong mentioned, you know, grading cards. Grading cards is, I don't think you guys realize just how much of a hassle it is to get cards graded nowadays, right? So like you get a card, you send it into a grading company. You used to be able to get it, you know, in a reasonable amount of time. Now they're taking forever. I've got cards I sent off back in February that I haven't gotten back yet, but it's crazy just to get to the process to get a card graded. And then, you know, if you, depending on what you want to do with the hobby, right? I mean, you can collect graded cards, you can sell graded cards so that you can actually make money on it. You can you know, use that money to then buy stuff for your collection. And there's a lot of ways you can use that. So that's kind of what really attracted me to the NFT space, was like, hey, there's this thing that's kind of like trading cards, but it's online, doesn't take up space. You don't have to worry about all this grading stuff, right? There's, if you open up a pack of cards and there's a dinged corner on the card, that card's now, you know, not that valuable anymore. You don't have that problem with NFTs. So it's a cool thing there. I like the NFT space so far, just from the collectible aspect of it, and being able to, you know, kind of take that sports cards industry and put it online, so that I now have like an online collection that I can look at. And yeah, that's what drove me to it. The similarities that I've seen is has to do with rarities, right? So every NFT that I've seen so far, whether it be NBA Top Shot, whether it be Topps NFTs, whether it be the Candy NFTs that we're going to open tonight, there's common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendaries. There's all these different rarities, right? It's the same thing in the sports card world too, right? I mean, you can have one card, right? One card, but there's different rarities of it. And so, the more rare it is, the more valuable that specific part, that specific card is. So, yeah, so there's similarities between the two. There's differences between the two. The similarities have made me attracted to the market, but the differences have also attracted me to it as well.
And what I like about it too, so kind of a mixture of like with you and Tong, what you're talking about. I collected cards, and I say collected very loosely. When I was young, as a little kid, I have a couple series, like box sets of baseball cards. Then I got more into basketball cards, and then I went into high school and kind of stopped. So, so I've done that, and of course now I look back and find out most of them are pretty much worthless. So that was a really good investment. Yeah, collect sports cards. You'll never have to work again when you get older. So it's like I did that. But I guess having some of that knowledge and seeing this too, and Tong and I have talked about this as well. The really cool thing about this as well, being an NFT and all digital, is you have like the centralized platform. It's really like the stock market. Like I can literally find out what this card is going for right now. I know how many's on the market right now. With an actual sports card, you might have Beckett's. That's what I used back in the day. So I might be aging myself, but like I used to get Beckett's and find out what the cards say they're worth. But then who do you sell it to? Like you go to a sports person and then they rip you off for it, or you try to find some maybe on eBay and they're taking 10% or whatever it is now. So it's like you're having that where as if this, like everything's centralized, which I swear I'll get banned almost for saying that on an NFT space like show, and everything's decentralized, but like everything's central here where I see what the going rate is, what the last sell is, how much I can get this for. And like Tong said too, and you as well, if you bend at its damage, well, that's technically out of circulation. So this is a 1 out of 500. Like how many of those 500s are even available or left? Has there been a house fire that took out some? Have there been a dog that ate this? Like, everything real time with an NFT, whereas sports, regular cards, I guess you want to say, it's kind of like an estimate and guess.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's definitely, like I said, there's similarities, there's differences, and both of those are, I mean, they've combined each other, the similarities and the differences to make it something that I enjoy so far. So yeah, I'm excited.
So what, Jim, are you into just the sports side of the NFT space, or are you kind of venturing into like, the OpenSea and the other collectible side of it?
Yeah, so right now I've just dabbled in the sports stuff. Eventually, I'll move into that. I'm just not there yet. But yeah, right now just sports.
Gotcha.
He's got one. He's got one though.
Two of one. Donardo gifted me one.
I did see that. You gotta protect yourself. That's a good first one.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got the big PP condom.
Yeah, I mean, you need it. It's a necessity.
Exactly, man. You can't go in the NFT space raw. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So, but I mean, as you're saying that, Tong, like, we'll kind of transfer into what got us into NFTs. And maybe I'll even start. I'll start with this because I'm again in the middle of you two. Tong is really what got me into NFTs. One day, and I saw it online here and there. You would see a little bit of like NBA Top Shots, some stupid sale, and I made fun of it. I was like a lot of people. The first comment when I asked if anyone bought a NFT, someone responded and said no because I can do this, and it was a screenshot of the save button, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at this. I've heard of Top Shot, and I'm like, this is dumb. This is stupid. Like, why would I pay? And at that time, thousands upon thousands of dollars on this video when I can get it for free. Like, why would I do that? And T- Tong made fun of me. I'll put it lightly. Tong made fun of me. You know, he called me the boomer. He called me whatever it was, all this stupid stuff. And I finally got into Top Shot. And I'll tell you, honestly, from that moment, I kind of got hooked. And it was just learning more about NFTs, the space and what they are. And like, you know, as Tong gave a really good example and explanation of it earlier, you know, just all of that, you know, and then seeing what NBA Top Shot was like doing and the utility behind it and all this stuff. Like I said, I was hooked on it. So, and for me, it was all sports as well until Tong once again made fun of me and called me all stupid names to get me into the other NFT world of open seas. But it really was just like, again, it was seeing this stuff online and like hearing about it. And again, making fun of it because I didn't believe in it as well. My first thing, my go-to was hating on it until I did really learn more about it. And now I just see, like, again, like what it is, all the utility, what can be done. Like it's endless. It's like it's created so many other spaces now of what you can use NFTs for and whatnot. And like I said, just to me, it's so much. It's the future. Like I couldn't imagine what the world's going to be in 10 years from now. What we're doing today.
Right. And it's exactly what it is. Like, I think 5-10 years from now, when you look at NFTs, it's just going to be everything. Like everything is going to be an NFT. It's just because it's just a easier way to record ownership, right? And it's all verifiable on the blockchain. And I think people are kind of not aware yet of how blockchain technology and crypto and NFTs are just going to change our lives in the very near future. But like you said, it's a future. It's going to be a really, really kind of like everyday thing for us. You know, kind of like the internet or email or, you know, cell phones. It's just another technology that's going to indoctrinate itself into our lives in the next 5 to 10 years. But answer your question on how I got started. I was a really big daily fantasy guy, and I kind of still play a little bit. But a lot of the guys that I follow, a lot of the guys that I follow, they're really smart, right? They're really sharp. They're really like, you know, successful in DFS. So they started talking about NFTs and mainly Top Shot, right? Because, you know, you're into fantasy sports. Naturally, the next progression is going to be, you know, sports NFTs. So Bales, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jonathan Bales. He's like a really smart daily fantasy guy. He wrote like books on fantasy baseball and stuff like that. But he wrote an article and he basically said that I paid 30 grand for this John Morant moment, this John Morant highlight that you can watch on YouTube. And here's why. And he kind of explained the reasons. I'm like, well, that's really interesting. And this was back in like January or something. And I was like, that's interesting. I went to check out Top Shot. I didn't sign up, but I was like, okay, let me go back. And I never went back. And that cost me like thousands and thousands of dollars because like everything was so cheap back then. And that's before it blew up.
You're crying, but
yeah. But then a couple months later, I rediscovered it on Twitter. Somebody else was tweeting about it. So I was like, let me sign up. And then signed up, got my first pack. And after that, man, I was hooked. I was like, this is great because I can collect now, and I don't have to, like Jim said, I don't have to have a shoebox full of crap, you know, in my house. It's just right here online, and you know, there's a marketplace for it, and it's liquid. You can sell it whenever you want to in seconds. And yeah, I was just hooked. So I just then I discovered the technology, and it kind of clicked in my mind. I was like, I got to tell everybody. I got to tell everybody about this because this is kind of like an opportunity that you can't really miss. Because you know, sometimes there's technology or something comes up, an industry gets built up, right, and you get kind of the chance to go in at the ground level. And I feel like those opportunities are very scarce, and kind of when they come around, you kind of have to take advantage of it if you realize what they are and what they can be. And I feel like NFTs is kind of like right there right now. It's like ground level, you know, and you're just building the base of it, the technology and the marketplaces, and you know, just the whole space is being built right now as we speak.
Well, I mean, it's interesting. I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day. Like, what if you could just go back in time 10 years? Like when Bitcoin was 30 cents?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like everybody 10 years ago, like I knew what Bitcoin was, right? But it was like, it's an online currency. It's like, I have real money, right? Why would I need Bitcoin?
Right.
You know, so like you said, it's kind of one of those things where, new things just come up, and like you some of them are really great ideas, and everything that I've heard about the NFT space, it kind of parallels to those things like back when, Bitcoin was first kind of ramping up. And I'm just like, this could be usable stuff someday. And it's not quite mainstream yet, but yeah, I could definitely see where it gets there.
Yeah, that's like really where I'm at too. And a lot of it was Tong providing non-financial advice to me, but a lot of it, like I said, was just Tong, just everything he said right now. Like imagine that with like 10 times more passion and much more deeper, talking involved and knowledge and such. And he just going off his little thing, and I'm just like, all right, Tong, like if you're doing it, I'm doing it. So I'm in. And like I said, me getting into it and us both, me struggling a little more. Like I said, I got in a Top Shot, and when I got in, it was kind of like when the big bubble, like Tom was talking about. Like if he would have gone in earlier, the thousands and thousands upon dollars he could have got. Like I got there when like the bubble kind of came down a little bit. So it wasn't like I bought this card, I'm going to sell for $10,000 now, like I thought I could do at the time. But I was churning and burning, just kind of investing. And the more I did it, even though I was kind of disgruntled, because I'm like, well, this isn't just like, going crazy. Like I'm not finding myself being rich immediately. I saw what was coming. And like I said, as more it grew, and I found more stuff just being more fun. And like I said, the utility behind it and seeing like what it truly is, it just seemed like the rest of the NFT world was starting to pop off it too. So it's funny because it feels like a lot of people, Top Shot was like the beginning drug, right? Like that was the gateway drug in the NFT world, like Top Shot. And from there, you saw all this other stuff. And like that's that moment, even though I wasn't in all the other NFT stuff at the time, just seeing it made me really believe and sink down like, okay, this is a legit technology. I can really see we are in the early stages, and I'm set. Like I feel this isn't just like their flavor of the week, and this is cool, but a year from now it'll be gone. Like I'm with Tong. This is the future. So let me get into this now, like as much as I can.
Yep.
So, and also just quick question. I know it's a little bit off track, but Ernest does ask what blockchain is Candy on. It's on Palm right now, but they are going to change that. So, well, not change it, but more or less be able to use the Ethereum blockchain so you can get onto OpenSeas with the stuff as well as their own Palm.
Yep. Yeah. You can transfer the Candy NFTs over to, like you said, the Ethereum blockchain and then trade it on Ethereum marketplaces.
Not yet, though, right? Well, I guess so. I take it back.
I think some of them you
can't yet.
Yeah, this series
what
you
did
can.
Today you won't be able to, but all the previous stuff you can.
Correct.
Yeah, but it seems like that's coming pretty soon.
Yep. All right, so kind of talked about like what an NFT is. We talked a little bit about what got us into NFTs. So why don't we get more specific here? I mean, this is North Shore 9 is a baseball podcast, baseball show. We're talking about baseball moments, cards, whatever you want to call them at this point in time. So why don't we get into like what got us into the baseball world? Candy dropped today, but there's been stuff beforehand. We mentioned Topps, we've mentioned Panini, now of course Candy. So why don't we maybe talk a little bit of the differences of the three, maybe our experiences, whether it be good or negative. The very first drop, I think, was Topps, right, Jim? And
yeah,
I think
it was.
You told me that, right? Didn't you kind of break that to me?
Yeah. So, being big in the sports card world, I spend so much money with Topps, it's ridiculous. But I found out Topps was doing their NFTs, and I had already been doing Top Shot at this point. I dabble in Top Shot. Like the way that I do Top Shot is I buy the packs that come out. If I get a UK alumni, I immediately sell it, and then I buy a Donovan Mitchell highlight, right? Because that's my dude. But so like that's basically how I use Top Shot right now. But so when Topps
For
did
the
it, I
people
was like,
listening that don't know, Jim, huge Louisville fan.
yeah. So, if I'm getting an Anthony Davis Top Shot moment, that's immediately going for sale, and Donovan Mitchell's getting purchased. So that's how I've been using Top Shot, right? But when Topps came out, I was like, okay, baseball cards, this is what I really know. And so Topps came out with their, Topps in real life, comes out with Series 1 baseball cards, Series 2 baseball cards, right? So they came out with a NFT of their Series 1 baseball cards this year. So those were the first licensed Major League Baseball NFTs that came out. It was an interesting release, right? I was able to pick up a few packs. Donardo, you I think got shut out. Tom, did you get in on that
Nope.
at all?
So many failed transactions.
So
Yeah.
So I was able to grab a few packs. And then my complaint with Top Series 1 is, like the first 2 weeks, they were like super active with things. Like you could take, 2 cards and you transfer them and allowed you to get this other pack. And so there were like things that you could do, right? Like if you didn't have a Joey Votto, you can go out and get a Joey Votto, and that Joey Votto card would do this for you, right? So they were doing all these things that, kind of made it fun. And then you just like stop doing it. Right? And so it was like, in Series 1, kind of the value's still there, right? Like, I mean, I'm still like, I've got, let me see at my Series 1 cards here. I've got, gosh, I don't even know how to count these, but there's quite a few cards that I have. And then I have an unopened pack of Series 1 Topps baseball NFTs, right? So the value of all those cards are still well above what I paid for them, right? So they've definitely increased in value over time. But it's just like they kind of released them, and then they didn't really do anything with them. So I'm not really quite sure how that's going to go. There's really I don't really see much of a future with that stuff. Then Topps came out with a few other releases, but on a different platform, right? So they moved from Wax to Avalanche, which is just a different type of, you guys can explain that better. It's a different type of different blockchain, different
blockchain.
Yeah. So they moved it to a different blockchain, and they came out with Topps Inception, and they came out with Topps Series 2, and those right now, they released them, and then they didn't do anything with them for a while, and they're just now kind of starting to create things like challenges, where if you hold 3 different rarities of the person who's gonna win MVP and Rookie of the Year this year, right, you get a reward. So they're doing some cool things. They're kind of bringing it to life. Much more of a fan of Inception and Series 2 in the future of that particular stuff than Series 1. So I was able to at least get in on all of those drops. Donardo, I think you got some Series 2.
I got Series 2.
Yeah.
So like I said, we'll talk positive, we'll talk negative, we'll talk just facts and how it is. I hate Topps. I'm going to put it lightly. I just, everything, it's been a very negative experience for me. So starting with the very first one, when they released their Series 1, as you mentioned, where you did get the packs. I mean, I was the first before all of you. So when it went down and the drop happened, the site crashed. Everyone tried to buy because they didn't have a queue system at all. You could buy up to 10 packs. You could do all one transaction, right? So I think the release was very small as well. Was it 6,000, 10, 20,000? Was it 20,000 they released? I forget.
That sounds right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think 20,000. So it was 20,000 out there. First come, first serve basis. You could buy up to 10 per transaction. So who's not buying 10? Right. So that's going to be 2,000. The first 2,000 people buy 10. Now it's sold out. So it went live, site crashed. Right. No one can get on. They didn't really announce when it was going to be back up. It was like a waiting game. It finally comes back up. I was the first to get in there before you both. I got my 10 packs. I got the confirmation. And then Tong was next. And then, Jim, you were a third of the 3 of us. And what happened? I got my email back later. Sorry, we're refunding your money. You didn't get this. Tong got his email later. And Jim's like, oh, I got my packs, even though I was after all of you guys. So from that day on, I've always hated Jim, but I've hated you even more because of that. But yeah, and then not series 2. The Inception came out. I was mobile on my phone, and they're having errors in that as well. It kept logging me out every time I went to go buy a pack, and then it wouldn't let me in the queue. And they came out then saying, "Oh yeah, we have this known error." And then Series 2 came out, and I did get into that actually. I did buy some. But yeah, like everything about Topps to me. And again, just saying how it is, everything to me has seemed like a money grab. Like we don't know what NFTs are. We don't know the utility and value behind NFTs. We just know people buy them. So here you go. Here are some NFTs. And then that's it. And then they walk away. and like you said, they were on the Wax blockchain. Then they switched to Avalanche. But what's funny is the what are they called, Jim? The pale kids.
Garbage pail kids.
The garbage pail kids are they're back on Wax. So like Topps doesn't even know what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've after that first drop, I kind of just moved away. I just moved on, to be honest. I just felt like you said, it was a dated company trying to put their product in front of younger eyes, and they just kind of didn't spend too much time or put too much thought into it, in my opinion. But that's the reason I'm pretty big on Candy. I'm pretty high on Candy because the people that are in charge of Candy are also really big into the NFT space itself. And they've taken their time and they kind of know what the market wants right now. And I feel like they're going to deliver on that. Gary Vee is one of the founders. He has a huge NFT collection. He's been, I feel like all of his content has switched to NFTs now. He's just, he's all in, and they've taken people from Top Shot and put them in leadership positions in Candy, which is great because Top Shot kind of went through the trials and tribulations of trying to build out a platform, and they've went through it all. So the people that within Top Shot know kind of the obstacles that you kind of need to go over to create an NFT platform. So pretty big on Candy. It's this is my first drop. I haven't bought anything from Candy before this. I did buy a Player Day just to test out my credit card because my credit card company doesn't like crypto and kind of sometimes rejects transactions. But everything's been good with Candy so far. Other than I only got 1 pack and you guys got 10. That's not really
weep.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel great because I finally got tongue on something.
I know, man.
So it sounds like I had great luck with Topps, basically, is what you guys are saying. So I'm not as down on Topps as the two of you. I think there's still some potential there. I think there's still I think there's still some potential there.
Jim's whitelisted forever.
So let me ask you this, Jim. What's the MLB's plans with Topps and their digital collectibles now that basically Fanatics and Candy basically own the rights, right? And starting in 2025, they own basically
that's right.
Everything,
yeah.
right?
I mean, right now the way it is Topps has the license until 2025, right? So I'm not imagining Topps really changing anything up until that point. The sports card world is kind of up in the air with what's going to happen here, right? Because they're not really all in on Fanatics, right? They're used to Topps. Topps has been around for 70 years. They've been making their baseball cards for them for 70 years, right? And they've done a fine job at it. So there's a little bit of uncertainty going around, like, okay, what's going to happen now, right? I think when I first heard the news, I was like, okay, the next step is Fanatics is going to buy Topps. That was my thought. Like, first off, Topps is too big of a name, like for like the physical cards, right? Like, I can't imagine there not being like a Topps Series 1 and Series 2 in 2025. Like, it's just that would blow my mind if there just wasn't that. And so it was like, okay, I think Fanatics is just going to need their name. Like, I think Fanatics could really use their name to help sell their products. Now I don't really know. I don't really know what's going to happen. Fanatics came out about a month ago and said, their plan is to design and print and manufacture and distribute their own stuff. So a lot of stuff can change. Obviously, it's 4 years from now. We'll see. It'll definitely be something to keep an eye on. But right now, Topps is here to stay for the next 4 years. No, I don't really think anything's going to change there. But yeah, I mean, Fanatics and Candy, obviously, they're the future, right? They've got the next license. So yeah, it's kind of like, hey, let's get used to these guys because they're gonna be the next ones.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know. And part of me why I'm down is not just specifically personal reasons, right? Why I've been left out and I had all these errors, but I mean, just the experience itself. It's how I felt, like a money grab. And looking at their technology and what they're using it as, I don't see them building. Like, I don't see them really investing into the NFTs, more just using it because it's out there, right? Like, oh, they want NFTs, so here you go. Whereas Top Shot, it's like you see them investing. Like, this platform is growing. They want it to grow. They're taking a lot of feedback. They're introducing things. Like, there's a lot of stuff to change. Like you just mentioned, that because it's the end of the year and they have some awards coming out that they're finally doing some challenges. It's not as if they have to reinvent the wheel. Mm-hmm. This stuff has been out there. Topps can just look and say, oh, this is what other NFT companies do, such as Top Shot. Let's incorporate this. It just seems like they're just doing it and there's no investment. And just seeing how, like, the difference from Series 1 to Series 2 in the price points and activities, right? When Series 1 dropped, I mean, man, you could cash out if you're lucky enough to get a card or a pack. And like in Series 2, those prices have just tanked. Mm-hmm. So to me, it's like I feel other people feel the same way. And the people that maybe the reason they got into Series 2, which much like myself, was to kind of flip right then and there. I'll be dead serious. That's why I got and try to get in Series 2 was just to make a quick buck. And I felt like everyone else did too, because everyone's trying to sell, no one's buying. And that's why the prices are just tanking. And it's like, I just don't know if the future really is there with Topps. But with Candy, everything that Tong just talked about, and you, like, that's why I'm hooked on this, because I see who is involved in Candy, and it's NFT people, right? Like I saw, when I just saw Gary V there, I'm like, all right, I'm in. Like, don't tell me anymore. Gary V's involved, so I'm in. But then seeing like everyone else in this whole ecosystem and such, and like what they are doing, it tells me like they are involved. Like this is an NFT space that has sports moments, opposed to this is a sports space that does NFT stuff, So that's why I'm really hooked on this. And then, I mean, let's just talk too real quick as what's going on the bottom of this ticker right now. They were just I got a valuation of about $1.5 billion.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They just released their first drop today as a pre-sale. Tomorrow's the official drop. Mm-hmm. $1.5 billion.
And I think one of the headliner investors was Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, especially athletes, like individually, they see the potential of NFT. Not just the money, but like the things you can do with it. And they want in, and everybody wants in at this point. Michael Jordan invested in Top Shot. Kevin Durant is invested in Top Shot. Tom Brady has his own NFT company now that's partnered with DraftKings, and they're dropping, collectibles on DraftKings marketplace. So, yeah, people are seeing the potential. And like you said, the problem with Topps is they just released a collectible, right? And it's the exact same thing as their physical collectible. But with the beauty of NFTs is the utility and the things that you can do. And that's what separates these two companies. And you can include Top Shot in there as well. They don't want you to just collect. They want a full immersive experience in the sport, right? Top Shot, it's not just a collectible. Right now, you can go to this in Summer League, you can go to the arena and get an NFT as proof of attendance. And you have to be there in person to get that. You know, you can they're using NFTs as, you know, giveaways for, you know, special events, and just it's just so many things that you can do. Eventually, probably an NFT would be a ticket to a baseball game or a ticket to a basketball game or something. And I feel like that was not in Topps or ever in Topps plans, right? Their plans are just, you know, we already have this series of physical collectibles. And if you want to collect it digitally, here you go. That's it. And it's not taking advantage of the possibilities and the potential of the technology to me. So that's why, you know, that's just, I think a lot of people, it's good for people that are not fully bought in to the technology yet. You know what I mean? And you know, I know baseball is a lot of it's an older crowd. So I guess it's good for that, where they kind of dip their toes into technology, right? It's not on some weird blockchain where you have to transfer your cash into some weird crypto, download a wallet, because you know a lot of NFTs, you kind of have to jump through those hoops, right? And if you're not, you know, technologically savvy, or you just don't want to do it, you're too lazy, you're not going to do it. But Tops is, it's good in that sense, where it's kind of like a little bit of a gateway to kind of get into the scene, get into the space. So I guess it's good for that.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Definitely the Tops NFTs seem to definitely just strictly be collectibles at this point. Whereas, you know, just before the drop even today, you could tell that the Candy MLB NFT experience was going to just be completely different. Whether it just be you're in the Discord and you compare the two Discords with each other, just so much more support and engagement in the Candy Discord, right, as opposed to the Topps Discord. The play of the days that Candy's been doing, you know, ever since the start of the divisional series, have been, you know, kind of very similar to like an NBA Top Shot moment, right? And I feel like those could be pretty. I mean, those are like the first Major League Baseball highlight NFTs, right? That have ever existed, right? So I feel like there's a lot of potential there. So like if you're looking to like just like dabble in something, right? Candy's going to release the play of the day for every World Series game, right? And you know, those are they're just I don't know, I find them pretty cool. And I think they were $25 a piece. So like I don't know if they can I don't know if they're going to do that like all next year, like during each day of the year. You know, that'll be kind of expensive to buy like a moment a day, but yeah, no, I feel like
but you have the option if you want to.
But you have the option if you want to. You can maybe buy the plays.
Player who did a walk off or something, or
yeah,
buy you have that
player.
moment now.
Yep. Yeah. So like I like that. But these things that we're about to open tonight, like I'm so excited for, because
I know. Right?
I mean the Topps NFTs are literally just pictures of the card, right? Like your physical card is just a picture of it basically on your computer screen. Whereas these NFTs from Candy, you know, they have, there's a video, there's sound, there's a highlight reel, you know, some of them are autographed, and then there's some that have like real life experiences. I'm like, what in the world is that even going to be? So I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be, I think, just based off of everything that I've seen so far, way better than Topps.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And of course, you know, just put out there some information. We talked about Fanatics, right, taking over Topps and stuff. So Candy was given the NFT licensing, right? So, and of course, also, people don't know, Candy is with Fanatics. So it's really all one giant company, right? It's just Fanatics has like the sports cards. Candy's been given the digital NFT, you know, licensing. So, like you said, Jim, it did, at least at the time. We talked about this behind the scenes with Topps. Actually, I think we talked about it on one of our North Shore 9 shows, just in general. I think we're talking about how it makes sense that Topps gets bought out. Now, if that's not the case, that might not be the case, but that's the one thing like with Candy, though, it's kind of weird, the NFT world, because Candy's been given the digital aspect of it. So it's like, so is Topps just going to have to go away because, well, they don't own it anymore? So that's why I'm also interested too, like what's going to happen with Topps going forward. But yes, Candy, I'm all about. You're seeing a lot of good things. Like you said, the Discord is way different than the Tops one. When the Tops one's dead, or it's just people complaining. So now there's a lot of people complaining in Candy as well, but there's a whole lot of interaction. So yeah, it seems and feels much more like an NFT Discord than Tops. So as far as information, like I said about Candy, I don't think there's a whole lot more. I don't know if you guys wanted to add anything else about Candy, or do we want to really get into this?
Yeah, let's open some packs.
Let's do we want to maybe show like what the play of the day looks like? Want it something like that?
Yeah, I was actually going to show a few things here.
Okay.
So we'll do the play of the day first, I guess. Well, actually, Jim, you have a play of the day.
I've got a few. You? Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and share and show us?
So.
And then what I'll do is I'll talk about the release that's happening right now, the distribution of it and such, and then we'll get into opening packs.
All right. Cool. So is my screen up there?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, so this is my collection on Candy, right? So we've got all my unopened packs there from today. But I mentioned, these plays of the day that they've been releasing ever since the start of the divisional series, and they even did they did basically all through the championship series and some of the divisional series. They didn't do the whole thing, but I went through and I made sure that I bought all of the series clinching plays of the day that they had. So I have the Dodgers clinching the NLDS, the Braves clinching the NLDS, and I've got the Braves and the Astros, clinching the championship series. But I mean, just to kind of give you an idea of like what these look like, right? That was is the sound playing?
Yeah, it's playing. Nice.
So that's the play of the day there.
I mean, it's more than just a picture.
More than just a picture, yeah.
More than just a JPEG.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing, right? So now, if you're a Braves fan, you now own, right? You now own a video of you own the NFT of the Braves going to the World Series in 2021. There were only 1,591 of these made, and they'll never make another one, right? So, so that's another piece about that. So, but yeah, so that's those are the plays of the day. They're gonna release them throughout the World Series. So they come out at noon Eastern time, the day after the game. So I mean, it's already kind of taken off. Like, I mean, on Twitter, I saw the other day that who was it? Justin Turner. Was actually like tweeted at Candy, was like, MLB play of the day tomorrow, right? And Candy was like, maybe. So it's something that the players are already in on it. You'll see, I've already seen some Candy ads that were on the on the championship series game. So yeah, look for those during the World Series if you're kind of looking to start dabbling in something.
That's what gets me too. Yeah. So it's nice, seeing NBA players and such with Top Shot, right? They talk about the Top Shot debuts. That gets that interaction. So yeah, you're right. When Turner tweeted that, I was like, okay, it's starting, it's beginning. Like, we're starting to get some players talking about it and such. Now, this is the one thing that I'll say. The timing of this is kind of weird with Candy. Like, the season's going to be over in seven, at most 7 more games. So the season's over and that's it. So I am interested in how they're going to take this momentum, per se, into the off season and then get it going strong again next year into the regular season, because like they did this drop, the World Series is going to happen. We'll have those moments, as you mentioned, still, but then what? Like, does Candy go into dark mode? Do they still release stuff? MLB has given them the full catalog. Candy can do this year. They can do past years. It's the entire MLB catalog that Candy has access to. So that's what I'm also interested to find out what's going to happen going forward. But forget that. Let's talk about this pack, the one that just dropped today. Let's finally do it. So for the people that don't know, I am going to share my screen now. You guys can wait. I'm sharing the wrong screen.
Yeah, we got
sharing everything.
We got screen inception right now.
Tom was right. I am
Screen.
Wait, why won't it let me
screen within a screen within a screen?
You got to end it. The sharing.
I just did.
There you go.
All right, there it is. So let's start with this. So what they're doing is we talked about, and this is how we have our moments today. So the early adopters was anyone that joined Candy before July 8th. And then they have early access, which they put out there. Anyone who got and joined their Discord before October 8th at 2:30 p.m. Gets their early access badge. So for the pre-sale, they had 2 queues today. They're releasing 5,000 packs each. All the early adopters gone in at noon. Basically first come, first serve. You can get up to 10 packs until the 5,000 were sold out. And then us, for our early access people, got in at 2 p.m., 5,000 packs. As I mentioned, I got 7. Jim got 10. And sorry, but I will rub it in. Tong, you got 1.
At least he got 1. At least got
Yeah.
one.
At least I got one. I got something to open.
Yeah.
You did get something. I do feel bad, but again, Tom, I got to rub it in sometimes because you know how much I hate you right now. The string of luck you've been getting like for the past 2 months, you owe at least me getting 10 of these and you get 1.
Some say they make their own luck.
Whatever. So, yes. So there's actually going to be 16,533 of the All-Star packs released. And then 8,307 of the prospect ones. Those can be released on Thursday. So these ones that came today, which we open up, are all 81 All-Stars. So here's the other thing too. We talked about Topps, talked about Panini. It's their whole series. You could literally get whomever, the 26th man on your favorite team, right?
Kevin Newman.
You could get Kevin Newman, literally the worst hitter in baseball. With the ones that were released today, they're all All-Stars. So
Kevin Newman's not in there. Yeah.
He's not in there. You're getting the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
On Thursday, what they've done, and I have a thing up here I'll share as well, is they're releasing their prospect pack, basically. So they've picked 30 prospects that you can get. Here's 15 of them. Jim, you're the prospect guy, so I'll let you maybe talk and mention these if you want anyone to stand out to you that you really want to get or don't want to get.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So this is my favorite part about collecting sports cards is the prospects. If you collect sports cards, you know about Bowman. Bowman's my favorite thing. I love collecting like who's going to be the next big thing, right? So I'm excited about the prospect list. Looking at this, they picked 1 player from every team, right? First one on the list there, Adley Rutschman, number 1 overall pick from 2019. He's the number 1 prospect in pretty much every ranking right now. So number 1 overall prospect in baseball is Adley. Bobby Witt Jr., number 2 overall pick in 2019. Just a stud for the Royals. He's either the number 2 or the number 3 prospect anywhere you look at. Jason Dominguez was a huge chase in physical, like the real life Bowman last year. Number 1 international player out of the Dominican Republic, just supposed to be like the next. I mean, they're basically saying he's the next Mickey Mantle. Playing for the Yankees too. It always doesn't hurt being a Yankees guy. This list, CJ Abrams too. You got hurt this year, but another top 5 prospect in all of baseball that I'm seeing there. But these are all basically the top prospects on every team. I think there's one more list here than that with the rest of the teams. But
and I'll go. Yeah. So that was the first. Wait. Here's the second list. So the round out the last 15 here.
So same thing there. Julio Rodriguez, he's either him and Bobby Witt are going to be 2 and 3 on basically any list that you look at. And Torkelson for Detroit is going to be right behind him. Nick Gonzalez, we're Pirates fans. We do a Pirates podcast, so I'm excited about the Nick Gonzalez one there. So it's looking forward to it. It should be fun.
There you go. So now when that's released, it'll be again. So each pack contains 3. It's $50 a pack. You'll get 3 in this drop today, and then tomorrow for the public, it's All Stars. But when that's released on Thursday, it'll be 3 of these prospects, and then each of them has their own rarity as well. So that's the other thing that's cool. This is similar to Topps. This is, I think, where it's different from Top Shot. Top Shot releases all commons. They have special packs. I think it's more like, here is a special pack. You'll get, this and that. So with this, it's pretty much find out what you get. But the different cores they have. So of course they have their all-star, the basic core, the core moment of the all-star players, 409. So like, here's the thing that makes me stand out and like really want this pack too. The most common moment of an all-star player, like it's a good player, right? The most common is 409.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's ridiculous. People who are familiar with the Top Shot ecosystem, like that's a rare moment.
Yeah. If this platform blows up and scales like we think, these first packs, because of the edition size and the pack numbers, are going to be really sought after, in my opinion. They're just going to be really, because based on like what the platform can be, the next year or whatever, 2 or 3 years, the pack numbers and the edition sizes are going to be huge compared to this. So yeah, don't sell these, keep these, because they're
Right.
if the platform succeeds, they're going to be worth a lot in the future.
Like, as a numbers person, the number that I just can't get past me. So there's basically 25,000 moments, or 25,000 packs. My bad. There's 3 moments in a pack. So that means there's 75,000 moments that's going to be in this drop. 75,000. If you look at one moment on Top Shot, the series is 40,000, right? Your serial is like, okay, it's 10,347 of 40,000.
Yeah.
This is less than 2 moments in all of Top Shot.
Yeah. And you take it another step and you compare it to Topps and the actual physical cards, right? They're in the millions every year. They release millions of baseball cards every year. So yeah, this is a tiny addition compared to what it can be and what it probably will be once they scale up. And because this is just kind of basically, we're really releasing some packs to test out the system and test out, if we can sustain the all the people going on our site and stuff like that. So it's really just a test. So yeah, it's kind of like basically, I mean, you credited earlier today, Donardo, to kind of like getting into Top Shot Series 1, right? Early, where there's only a few thousand people on the platform compared to, hundreds of thousands today.
Right. And that's the thing. Like those Series 1 are so sought out and nobody's selling them.
No.
Because that's the mindset. Yeah. Why would you? Because great. Right. So if I can get thousands of dollars today, then in 5 years, what am I going to get? Right. I mean, when this really blows up, like you're talking about hundreds of thousands. I mean, think about the collectible, like the sports cards, right? There's hundreds, if not millions of people that collect them. So like once this gets to that level, if you have a moment, right? The most common moment, one of 409, when in 10 years from now, the series are one of 500,000 or something like that. Like think about the value you have in this at that point. So that's why, that's why I'm excited. Like I said, the most common is 409. Then it goes to the all-star player, which is 120. I'm sorry, uncommon of all. I'm sorry. I keep seeing all-star. My bad. They're all all-star players. Yeah. So the core is 409. The uncommon is 120. The rare is 60. Epic is 30. And then the legendary, and that's the one, the legendary moments is like Jim said with the, what was it called? The off-field?
It's like a off-field, like it actually comes with like a real life experience.
Yeah, real life experience.
Whatever that
one
means.
Of one.
Yeah.
That's it. So there's already been some that people open packs. The Ohtani has already been claimed. Someone has a 1 of 1 Shohei Ohtani with a real life experience attached to it. My God, like if I'm thinking like if I'm thinking like the Top Shot world, Tom, think of a 1-on-1 in Series 2 LeBron James.
Yeah, you can't even get 1-on-1s on Top Shot. Not yet.
What would that be worth if there was a 1 of 1 in Series 1 of LeBron James?
So kind of put into perspective, I think the rarest LeBron moment on Top Shot went for 250,000 at his peak. And it's probably even worth more now, but it went for that because Top Shot has a limit on what you can list it at. You know, a lot of these moments, these LeBron, like if you get a number one serial of, Hollow Max Series 1, that's worth millions of dollars right now. You know, you can't sell it for millions because Top Shot won't let you yet, but that's what it's worth. So yeah, that's kind of like the magnitude we're dealing with here, and the kind of money we're dealing with.
Yeah.
If you pull,
So
if
it's
you
like
pull a one of one.
I don't know if I can really compare this to Series 1 of Top Shot just because of what it is. Top Shot's already exploded and got the NFT world to explode.
Yeah.
To a degree, of the 6% of us that do it.
Right.
But the potential is there. The potential is definitely there.
Well, yeah, the potential is there, but it's like I don't know if I can really put it there, but it's close. I mean, I'll put it this way: Candy in this drop way closer to Series 1 Top Shot than it is to anything that like Top's doing. Like, I don't want to compare this to anything Top's has. I'm comparing this more to Top Shot.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, the marketplace for Candy isn't going to be for about 3 more weeks, so we don't have any actual listings and pricing to talk about. But that's it, boys. So let's
Let's
it.
open. Yeah, let's rip something.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first? Let me tweet out that we're actually opening.
Uh,
I don't want to go first. It's like Squid Game. I don't want to be the first one.
I know, right? I want
want me
Bernardo
to
to
do
go
it?
first and then rip all the common moments. So I know my pack has some rares and legendaries in there.
Your pack?
My pack, yeah, singular.
All
right.
I can go.
You don't have to go.
All right. Well, I won't. I'll wait.
So here's the thing, too. Let's talk about strategy then. So
Okay.
again, I got 7, you got 10, but you, Jim, say you're not opening all 10, right?
No, so I am going to open 5 of my 10, and I'm going to hold the other 5. My plan is really to just hold those 5 for a long time. And I'm going to compare that really kind of to physical baseball cards, right? So, I've got this right here. There's potentially a Shohei Ohtani card in here that's worth a ton of money. So I'm just going to keep it open. And as long as I keep it, I'm just going to keep it closed. As long as I keep it closed, that Shohei Ohtani moment, that Shohei Ohtani card could still be in there, right? So It's not going anywhere. So that's my thought process on this. I'm going to open a few of them. I'm going to save a few of them.
I think that's a sound strategy.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's see it, Jim.
Oh, am I going?
Oh, I thought you were. I can go. It don't matter.
All right, you go. What's your strategy? Are you just ripping them all?
Okay, so since I'm going, I'll talk about it. So here's my thing. I am very much not like you, Jim. Tong is even worse because I've come on Trash Cat Show every Friday. They do NBA Top Shot. If you guys have tweeted out before, so I mean, just for the fact that I might open this on a Thursday, or I'm sorry, the drop might be on a Thursday, and I gotta wait till Friday to open it up, and that kills me inside. Like even today, like I got these moments, 7 packs of them. And I'm like, I got to wait till 9 o'clock tonight until I can open these. Like, I can't do it. The fact that there's a Shohei Ohtani out there, it could be in your pack, Jim. How are you not opening that? You could have the Shohei Ohtani. Why are you not going to open that up and see and then sell that for millions of dollars opposed to this pack?
It's the whole.
That's how I am. Maybe I'm too much of an opportunity.
Yeah. Like it's the whole Schrodinger's cat, right? As long as it stays closed, it has the Shohei Ohtani in it, but it also doesn't have it at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah,
I get it, but I can't do it.
Me neither.
Right now, and yes, I'll be pissed off because it doesn't have it. I know it doesn't have it, and my luck says it doesn't have it. But just because the possibility it does, it's going to eat at me not knowing if I'm sitting on this the entire time. Like to me, it's worth whatever the value is of opening up. So it doesn't drive me insane. Because even if I sell it, the whole time I'll be thinking, but what if it was in there? Like who did I saw? I'll be like reaching out, trying to find who it was. How did you open that pack? Was Shoei in there?
And that's the great thing about NFTs. You can find out who buys your Shohei Ohtani.
That's true.
And then
you feel even more sad because you know them now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They're rich in your
All right. Let's do it. Even though I put out there on the stream that we're opening packs and haven't. All right. So.
All right.
All right, guys.
Ooh, this is exciting.
Moment of truth.
First one.
Here's my 7. So what's cool about these two is the packs are actually, right? Yeah, of course. Right. I just told you, Jim.
All right, cool.
Let's go.
The packs are actually serialized too. So we saw someone today, someone got the number 1 pack. Mm-hmm. Now that I would not open. Because what you're talking about, what yours is going to be worth down the road, imagine having the number 1 of the first pack. That's the first pack ever.
Yeah, I don't think I can open that.
No,
definitely should not open that.
I buy some more and open those. All right, so let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Wow, first one. I'm like, I don't even know how to open these ones.
This is exciting.
What happens?
I know. Is there an animation or?
All right, so you've got.
So it tells you. Yeah. So you have 2 cores and an uncommon.
Not bad.
So that's kind of cool here. It kind of tells you like what you at least got in that sense, and then you find out what you got. All right, Kyle Gibson, 193.
Now, if you click on it, it'll actually show the moment. Yeah.
Ooh, you guys hear that too?
No, you don't have the sound on.
No, I can't
have
hear
the sound.
You gotta turn the sound on. Or.
That's pretty lit.
You didn't have your sound on, so I couldn't hear it, but it looked pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Why is my sound not on?
When you hit the share button in the corner, it says share audio. So you have to stop sharing and then do it over again.
It's going off again. How do I stop it from playing? Stop.
Click on it.
Go to the next one.
Yeah, there you go. Gregory.
Now they're both going. I can't hear
in the corner right there in the bottom corner. Is that the stop?
See, the Gibson stopped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it finally did. All right, I'm not gonna play the mo. Oh, it's playing again. Oh, it stopped. No. What is going on?
Click on it and see if it stops. Like. Well, it's in beta.
All right, I'm just open up this core and then we're moving on.
All right.
Buster
Posey.
Buster.
All right. I'll take the Buster Posey 80 of 120 uncommon.
Now go ahead and click that one.
No. All right, I have to, huh?
Is Buster Posey a Hall of Famer?
We've had this discussion before on our NS9 podcast. And I'm firmly in the yes category on that one. Yeah.
After the season he had, it's hard to argue.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, you got an uncommon there.
Yeah, a good player too.
Yeah. One thing I'm curious on, so like in the sports card space, right? It's almost all geared towards hitters. Like hitters are always more valuable than pitchers. And I'm wondering if that's something that will be the same here, or if it's going to be something different where, maybe pitchers start getting some love in the NFT space. I don't know. I'm curious.
As I say, I always pick both your knowledge for different spaces, and that's definitely something that you've pointed out to me, Jim, before. So I'm with you. I'm wondering how it does translate. By the way, Vinny's on. He says, hello, gentlemen. Hello, Vinny.
What's up, Vinny?
What's up, Vinny?
All right. Let's move on. I'm not playing anymore unless it's...
If it's a sick one. Yeah. Okay.
That music was driving me nuts. But the music's great. I mean, it's driving me nuts because I'm trying to stream. But the music's very good.
Oh,
Oh,
we got a rare.
Let's
We got a
go.
rare.
The rares are out of 60, right?
Yes.
All right.
All right. So
Wheeler.
Zach Wheeler,
Okay.
a pitcher, but a good pitcher, possibly Cy Young pitcher. If I had a vote, which I don't, but I should, it would be Zach. It would be Zach Wheeler. Just saying. Carlos Correa,
Everybody's favorite.
future World Series MVP right here. At least my wallet's hoping it right now.
All right. Rare. Let's see.
Rare.
JT
Real-
Realmuto. Okay.
JT Realmuto. All right. 2 Phillies.
Yes.
Yeah.
All hitters.
Good player.
Well, Zach Wheeler.
I'm sorry. 2 hitters.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's in the NL. He's also
one
a
of
hitter.
the best catchers there in baseball.
Yeah, solid pack.
Actually, think about that.
I wonder if
Arguably.
his moment is his All-Star game home run. I wonder if like the video of Realmuto.
I want to play it, but I don't.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Get your own pack and find out.
Yeah,
everyone.
we'll find out.
All right. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Vlad.
Vlad Jr.
Hey.
What is
It's just a core, but it's Vlad.
what's
And it's
Vlad's jersey number?
Oh, that's a good question.
We should know this, right?
Yeah, I should know that.
Look it up, Jim.
I knew there was a 7. It's 27.
27.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right.
God, what's up with all the Gregory Sotos?
Just get all the Gregory Sotos. Corner of the market.
I mean, there's only 409 of these, but like that's all I was seeing in the Discord today too is I got a Gregory Soto because everyone kept saying the wrong Soto.
Yeah.
Brandon
14,
Ooh.
Brandon Crawford.
Okay.
Another giant.
All right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like they're all. I mean, Gregory Soto's debatable, but they're all good players.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I mean, it's pretty much what you're going to get based on the rarities and the odds.
Yeah. It looks like the average pack is going to be 2 cores and a uncommon.
Right. So Matt Barnes, I'll take it. Joey Wendell, I'll take it. Matt Olson,
All right.
I'll take it. All right.
We need a huge one here, though. We need like an Acuna or a Soto or a Trout.
3 more.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Hey.
Aaron Judge.
Hey, there we
Aaron
go.
Judge.
That would be a good one.
Garrett Cole.
Can we
Yankee
make it
pack.
3 Yankees?
Here's the Yankee pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is going to be Rafael
Nice.
Devers.
Okay.
The Yankees and the Red Sox. Why
There
not?
you go.
Cool. I'm already at like $20,000.
Easy.
20 million.
Okay.
All right.
The next one's going to be legendary then. Yachty.
Oh,
Can't wait for him to retire.
boo.
Another JT
Hey,
Realmuto.
Another
not the
another
rare.
catcher too.
And Taiwan
Taiwan
Walker.
Walker.
That's your boy right there.
He had a really good year this year too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not for the Pirates.
You got what, 2
All
more
right.
left?
One more.
Oh,
This is
all
it.
right.
This
Last
is it.
shot.
Last pack mojo. Let's go.
Come on, guys. Oh,
Epic.
Let's go.
Epic. Yo.
Now the epics
That's
are out of 30, right? that right?
Let's go back to it. Epics are
30.
out of 30. Yes.
Okay. Nice.
So again, back just to the traits. Like this is really cool how they all look too. You know, this is something different from Top Shot. Like you just get the moment. These are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
So I'll open up my first ball. Jared Walsh.
All right.
Cool. It's not showy, but it's cool. Cedric Mullins, breakout year.
Hell of
Number
a year.
26 was his number. He's in the teens, I think, right?
Cedric
Oh, 31.
Mullins.
31.
Okay.
Tabata number.
All
All right, guys. The very
It's the
last one I
epic.
got. It's the epic.
Let's go.
What are we guessing? What is it?
I'm gonna go with Gregory Soto.
What are you guessing, Tall?
Oh man, I don't know. Let's go like World Series. I want to go World Series. No. I don't know. I can't guess. Let's just find out.
Adam Frazier would be perfect here.
It's
Wow.
Juan Soto. It's Juan Soto. Put it into the metasphere. Put it into the atmosphere. It's
Freddie
Juan
Freeman, maybe.
It's autographed.
God damn it. I mean, it's epic, so it has to be. But
Yeah.
I guess I got to play this one. But
Yeah.
Josh Hader, come on, man.
Yeah, play it.
Don't be a hater, Donato.
At least I'm not a racist.
Yeah, that is the downfall of getting Josh Hader. Maybe his moments are his old tweets from high school.
Oh, this was that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's yikes. That's a cool moment, man. I like how they did that.
Yeah.
And there's the auto.
And the auto at the end there. Yeah.
Nice
That's pretty neat.
animations. Awesome.
All right.
The music's still going.
Good thing we can't hear it.
Yeah, we can't hear. So you're
Done. I'm telling you though, when you hear the music, it's super legit. Just want to make sure. All right, so we are done.
Just make sure.
Okay.
But
I should have got 10.
I like that experience because, like you said,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a two phases, right? Kind of like 2-pack openings where you find out the rarity off the top, and then find out the players. So it's like double suspenseful.
I do like that. You're right. It was. I mean,
Yeah.
you're like anticipating what you got, and then when you find out what you got, you want to know what you got.
Right.
Right. Like, I mean, you're a lot more excited about the epic, right? Than
Yeah.
anything else. So yeah, that was pretty cool how they do that.
Not
All right.
bad,
Do we want to
not bad.
go? Do we want to go Tongs 1 or we want to go my 5?
I think we saved my legendary
So
for last.
I agree. I think we saved Tong for last because he's gonna have that legendary trout. So
Yeah. It's
All
there.
right.
I can't wait for it to be 3 Gregory Sotos. All Gregory Sotos.
just all Gregory Sotos.
But the one's uncommon, so he's all right.
Yeah. All right. Is my screen up there?
Mm-mm.
No.
Is now.
Up there
Go
it
ahead.
is. Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Now I'm gonna save 5 of these. So I'm going to start with this one. All right. Let's go. All right.
Oh my
Come
god.
on.
There
come
we
on.
go. My
How come you
boy.
get your favorite?
My boy, Tatis. Let's go.
You get Tatis and I get the other Soto. That's nuts.
No.
Come on. Hey. Is the music playing for the stream?
Yeah.
That's-
Playing for me.
okay. So then they get to hear the music.
Nice.
That's cool. All right.
I hate you, Jim.
Oh, there's your boy.
Good.
Our boy Josh
Good for
Hader.
you. And it's only a core.
Damn it.
Talking about. There it goes.
Oh no.
That's all I did the entire time. Was
Oh my goodness.
Oh, baby.
Back, bro.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. That's awesome.
Only I could be pissed off than if we're opening these.
Oh man!
If it
Now,
ain't Tong,
here we
it's
go.
Jim. I swear to God.
So,
I hate the both of you so much.
oh man, that is sick. 85 of 120. Mike Trout. Let's go. So what? I guess if you do this,
Yeah, this might be the play. Just play it afterwards. You know.
My man pulls Tatis and Trout the first freaking pack he opens.
first pack magic
Like,
right
I
there.
am a hater, and I don't care. I just
No big deal. Just maybe the best baseball player of all time.
That's awesome. Oh man, I might not open another one, guys.
potentially the next.
How do you
best.
top that?
All right, let's do it. Let's do the next one here. I guess I picked a good one to open.
Jeez.
Whew. All right, that's the way to do it, though. Play the moment after.
Yeah,
The Trout epic.
Let's go. All right, another uncommon. Mike Zunino.
Okay.
A lot of catchers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good call.
Chapman. Catchers and relief pitchers. I've seen a lot of. All right, come on, uncommon. Oh, okay, I'll take it.
Trey
Trey
Turner.
There we go.
Nice. Nationals
bad.
Trey Turner.
Nationals Trey Turner. I'll take that pack.
He won a World Series in that jersey.
Mm.
That's true. All right. Pack number 3. I need something other than uncommon. Kevin Gossman. Real Muto's everywhere.
Seriously.
Kyle Schwarber. Another national.
So it makes sense. That was my thought too. I guess just to talk about this a little bit, because someone brought up too in the Pirates Discord of Candy about the Adam Frazier one is going to be San Diego or Pirates. So yeah, I wonder about that a little bit. So maybe now I'm kind of seeing the pattern. I bet it's whoever they got into the All-Star game with.
Yeah, so it'll probably be Pirates. All right, pack 4. Let's get something other than an uncommon here. Let's get a rare or an epic. You know what? Or let's just do the legendary and get out of the way.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go.
I feel more comfortable now with you selling the 5. I'm like, I would hate for you to have 10 and you open 5. There's nothing more than an uncommon.
That's
the odds are there's going to
yeah.
be a rare or something better in the other 5.
I agree. Yeah,
So
now
you
I
get
feel
your
good. I feel good about holding the other 5 now. So, all right.
I still couldn't.
All right, Mark the Shark.
Hey.
Yeah. Old bucko. Taylor Rogers. So we get a couple relievers. All right, let's go. Epic.
Taylor, my bad.
All right. Are we doing a guess here on the epic?
We got to. It's Juan Soto. Because of course it is. Because I'd have to hate you even more. It's absolutely Juan Soto.
I kind of want
guess Juan Soto to just make it Juan Soto.
I want the Tatis epic. Or
Can
Brian
we trade?
Reynolds. Brian Reynolds epic. Let's go. Michael Brandt.
Okay.
All right.
That's solid. What number?
6 of 30.
Not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Potentially World Series MVP.
That's true. He's got some potential there. What's his he's not a single digit number either. I don't think.
You can click on him real quick.
Want to check it out here.
23. No, it's right under the Astros and the 23 uphill. I mean, we didn't need to watch it. I just saying we click on it too.
Sweet. All right, one more pack, and then I'm holding the rest.
I don't know how you do it. I don't.
I'm holding all. So I'm just going by the edition number. I'm holding all the lowest ones. That's how I've opened them. I've gone highest number to lowest number.
Yeah, that makes sense. If I were to do it, I would do it that way too.
All right, let's go. Last pack. Rare. Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
Let's go.
Only open 5. again.
Eduardo. It's almost a perfect. Almost. 4 of 6.
Oh, wow.
Yachty. Boo. I'm gonna sell that. I'm gonna sell the Yachty right away.
They burning yet?
All right, let's go rare. Rares are out of 60, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Aaron Judge.
Judge. Good stuff.
Nice.
Aaron Judge, 27 of 60.
Shame with
Cool.
Giancarlo.
All right. Well, I'll take that. That was
Solid
solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That first one, though, was money.
That first pack, Trout and Tatis. Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, that was a real, for just 5 of them. That was nice.
Yeah. No, I'm very happy with that. Good stuff. Sweet. All right.
Last pack of the night. Tom's gonna be the only one that gets 3 commons. He's gonna get 3 cores.
Nah, here comes
Like,
he's got
he
the
screwed up.
legendary. He's got the legendary sitting in there.
Just, I'm sorry, but he probably does. Like, that's what pisses me off. I know he does.
Easy. All right.
All right. Let's go.
What's your cereal?
It's like 1,000 something. Did not get it legendary.
That's cool. We can get some good here.
Let's see.
Good.
We got
All right.
Jesse Winker.
Okay.
Second
Taiwan
round.
Walker.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's
Come
see what
on.
this uncommon is. Come on.
Come on.
Give me something good. My only shot. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Another Gregory Soto. Just rename the podcast Gregory
Heard,
Soto
right?
NFT.
Jeez.
Oh, what a call.
Yeah.
That was great. Gregory Soto.
Right.
Nice.
Cool.
Tom's
That was cool
run
though.
has ended. I
I
love
like
it.
I like the
Hate
pack
to see it.
openings though.
Yeah. I just
was
hope
good.
I can get 10 packs tomorrow to make up for it.
There we go.
Right. Thursday as well. Get some of
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Jim, because you being again in both worlds, right?
Hmm.
Which experience? Because you run your own. I don't know if it's your own, or whatever, but you do the breaks. You
Yeah.
actually live stream you opening up true physical cards, right? Which experience do you like better?
Lots of similarities. So like if you were like participate in a card break, a lot of similarities there where you're like watching someone open the cards for you and then they'll ship it to you at the end, right? A lot of similarities there in that you're kind of like watching it happen. I don't know which one I can say I like better. I mean, there's something about having like a physical card, like with a physical autograph that was signed by the guy, you know, like there's something about that. But the way that they do these, these are way better than like the way that Topps does it, or even Top Shot, right? I mean, even like Top Shot, whenever you open up your pack, I feel like it's not the same type of experience as that. That's the best pack opening experience that I've had so far.
Interesting. I was just curious, like I said, because you've done, but I've watched some of your stuff, but I've never been invested because it's you getting this or it's that person. It's cool that I see that stuff, you know. But one thing I'll say too is the autograph part of it. You know, with the NFT, like I get like it's autographed, and that makes it's in the upper echelon of the rarities and such, right? But it's not the same. Like that's my point of view too. Like he didn't actually autograph this. It's there. But it's almost like any card with like a fake signature, you know? It's really what this is. So that does take a little bit away from me. Now, obviously, it's on the ones that are 1 of 60. So the limited edition part of it, I mean, it's rare as as it is to begin with, but that's one thing that's kind of weird to me is the autograph part. I don't know if I can really buy in so much like that experience, but I was just wondering what how you felt seeing that you're in both of them, because the high I get from every time I open any of these, it's great. So I just wondered if if there was any big difference for you.
That's pretty cool. The other day in real life, I opened up a 1-of-1 Ryan Mountcastle rookie card, and like it was awesome. That was really cool. Really cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there it is. I'm hacking into Jim's account tonight, and we'll open the other 5. You guys can watch. Stay tuned. And it's 9 NFT After Darks. But no, for real, I appreciate Tong you coming on for our very first show. Awesome guest. Appreciate all the people that watched. You guys have any last words?
Just follow Trash Cats on all social media. And if I get more packs, we'll be opening them Friday on my stream. So subscribe to our YouTube.
Jim, you want to, if on Thursday we get more packs, we want to open them here live? We won't have much to talk about. I guess we could just stream.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Open. God, I have to wait again, though. Shit,
we do have to wait. I know. It's the worst part.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see you guys on Thursday with Jim and I just opening up some more packs if we get them. Tong, good luck. I really do hope you get some more. Go follow Trash Cats. I'll do some talking for Tong. Every Friday they stream NBA Top Shot stuff. So if you're watching this because you're into NFTs, you're into the sports collectibles, definitely Top Shot is a great platform as well. Follow Trash Cats. Watch them every Friday. Very invaluable information. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here doing this. And then Jim wouldn't be here doing this either. So do that. But also follow us if you're watching this because of Tong. Follow us too. All right. We'll see you later then. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Peace out.
You are listening to an exclusive on PodHub Network. Your city,